Anne. How are you this morning? Hey, Lori. Jack says hi. He's upstairs hanging. How's Bentley? Hey, can you guys hear my husband talking in the background? Give everybody. Hey, Paula. Good to see you. Oh, you can hear him. Okay, I'm gonna run up and shut the door because he's on a conference call and he likes to talk a little bit loud. So, hold on. I'll run upstairs and then I will. Okay, that should be better. Jack opened the door, and he wanted to hang with Doug, so he's in there. All right, welcome to Hangout and Art. This is a live stream with a live audience. I just hang out, I do some art, I share ideas with people in chat, and hopefully we inspire each other. I usually get a lot of good ideas from everybody in chat. This isn't a tutorial, it's just me showing my process and doing my art. So how's everybody today? Morning, Eileen, Zane, Karen Sue, said hi to Paula. Hi, Linda. Lori, I said hi to. Pink Hut. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Kimberly. It's good to see everybody. How's my sound? It's not crackly, is it? Hopefully not. Oh, and hold on. I need to do one more thing here. I need to move my StreamYard over. So did everybody have a good weekend? It was beautiful here. I actually sat outside and did some Zentangling yesterday. Morning, Helen. Hi, Nashua. Good to see everybody here. Deborah. Okay, what was I going to do? All right. I am copy to clipboard. I just need to get the rest of my stuff set up here. That. Morning, Janet. How are you? Hey, Janet, I listened to you when I was running errands in the car, but I actually went out and sat on my patio and did some Zentangling. Here's that book that you inspired me to do. When was this? Like 3 or 4 years ago? I know CB did one. You had all those cards, and then you were doing it on in the pocket pages too. Let me get it set up here, and I can kind of show you what I've got. All right. I know, it was fun. I haven't done these in a long time. I know, it has been a long time. It's been fun to do. Okay, I need to go here. I'm going to put the link up for Colleen, see if she wants to come join us. I'm not sure what she's up to today. Let's see. Let me get my camera. All right. Autofocus off. Get rid of this. Okay. Now I'm ready. Hey, Cass. Oh, Pink Hut is actually working on her Zentangles right now. Here, I'm going to put a clean sheet of paper on. I'll see if I even need one today. Let me put this over here. Hey, Patty. Patty's one of my friends that I do art journal club with. I'm hoping we get back soon. Actually, next week I go to my other art studio with Ingrid Dickers. She's opening back up and offering some classes. Okay, so this is one of the first art journal books that I bought. And hey, Teresa. You should check it out. It's Wednesday. It's open studio from 10 until usually 4 or 5. And you can pop in anytime. It's $5. The only thing, it's an hour drive, but you're there for the whole day. But check out her website and it'll let you know. For the open studio, she can have up to 10 people to keep a good social distance. So, okay, so let me not get off track. This is an art journal. When I first started art journaling, I kind of started with Zentangling. And I thought, well, I'm going to fill this book with Zentangles. Well, here's what I did, which actually took forever. And then I kind of put the book away because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. I'd gotten some smaller journals to work out of. Then when Janet was doing the Zentangling a few years back, I thought, why don't I just fill this whole book with Zentangles? I'll do more pages like this, but it'll mostly be just different Zentangles that I can go through and look up, when I'm looking for something to doodle. So what I did, I made a template. These are 3x3, and I went through the first part of the book and just drew the squares in. I think she has, there's a class in July. There's a class at the beginning of July, Linda, that I was thinking of taking. Hold on just a second. I'm sorry. Hello? Hello. Hey, what's up? I'm streaming. Oh, okay, good. How was your workout? Okay. Call me after Omni and let me know. Why? Yeah. Do you need stitches? Okay. Okay, well, call me later, okay? All right, bye-bye. Okay, hockey. And he's not hurt. He doesn't need stitches. I was just double checking, so sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, so this is a book. I put in the squares so they'd be all ready to go. And I just sit down yesterday and did some Zentangle. I usually look stuff up on the computer, find a pattern that I like, and then I put it in here. Okay, Eileen needs to go to the bank so she can steal a pen. How about going to your warehouse, Eileen? I'm sure you might find a couple there. Okay, Linda, I'll check the website, and I think she has a class Saturday, July 11th, and then I'll find out when Scrappy Chic is doing stuff. So, All right. So yeah, so this is my Zentangle book that I thought I'd share with you guys. And then something else I got my dream journal, came in the mail the other day. Let me get it for you. Okay, so as you know, I've been collecting old antique ledgers. And these are a few that I had gotten. I got this one. I think Colleen got this. She's already arted in it. And I want to use some of them for journals. Other ones I'll rip out the pages. This was the first one I bought. It was a French journal from 1921. A French ledger, not a journal, a ledger. And everything, all the writing and everything is in French. So this is a really cool journal, and it's so pretty. I didn't know, I probably will, but I couldn't bring myself to journal in it yet. I think I'll be able to, but it's really special. It's old, it's all in French. So that was the first one I bought. Then I got this one. I figured this I could journal in, but it's kind of, the book is, I might be able to fix that. This is also just has really cool handwriting. I know, I like the shape and size of this one, Janet. I thought this was really cool. And it's not too thick. This one's kind of nice too. Let me put my camera back some. We're kind of in far. There. That will give you a better idea. There, that gives you a better idea of the size. So it's like, this is like 12 inches by 8 or 10 or something like that. So this is also cool. It has really cool handwriting. The thing is, it's coming apart at the spine. So I wasn't sure if once I started putting paint and stuff in this, how well this would hold together. I may try to fix the spine and do something here. Isn't it? I know, the handwriting is just so nice. And then, does anybody want me to show them my big, big journal? Okay, let me pull out my big, big journal before I show you my perfect journal. And I apologize for the talking in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud, and it shouldn't last too long. So, okay, so let me show you the big one. Okay, so this is the big Mama Jamba journal. Okay. So this one, this is a legal, like a docket journal from 1944. December of 1944. And I thought this one was cool. It came, the cover was damaged, so it wasn't as expensive as some of the others that she was selling. And for some reason, this one had all, here's the inside cover, which is still in good condition. This had been taken apart. I was thinking maybe to microfiche. So these just have big, huge pages. So I thought, since it was damaged, all the pages had been taken apart, this I don't mind using pages from because it's already apart. So I've used this already. But again, this has all the writing in it from different court cases from that year, from December of 1944. And it also has, see, this is all full of writing. So these just make nice backgrounds to put paint over or jelly print over. I found that the paper is so nice. I think Janet said because they had a lot of cotton in the ledgers back then, that this jelly plate's really good. So I'm sure that when I use acrylic paint on it, with painting with a brush, it should take pretty nice. So this is almost 700 pages. This is 700 pages, and I think about 150 of them, which is kind of cool, are blank. So yeah, it's like 45 to 49. So there's blank pages through here. So this is kind of fun. This will be fun to make a journal out of. So I had gotten that. So I had been in search for the perfect journal to art journal in that I wanted to keep together. I didn't want to rip any pages out. I was hoping it would have quite a few blank pages. So let me put this back. Oh, this thing is heavy. Okay, so I was at an auction a couple weeks ago, and there were several journals, and the first one she pulled out was this one. It's a journal from Swain Brothers, December 22nd, 1908 and 1909. Beautiful leather cover. It's in perfect condition. Here's the spine. Here's the back cover. I mean, this is leather with cloth inlays, just a beautiful journal. So I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. Let's see what the inside's going to be. So here's the beginning, and you can see it's in really good shape. In the front, it has the address book. And then there were some pages cut out. It starts at page 59. But it was cut out. You could see it. Somebody had started to use it. And then, for whatever reason, they didn't use any of the rest of it. So I have about 450 art journal pages that I can do in here. So this is my new art journal that I'm going to work in. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to do jelly printing, art journaling, all kinds of stuff. And hopefully, if it does get too thick, I may tear out some pages. But all the pages are blank. So yeah, so hopefully this will be the last old journal I buy. But we'll see. Let's see. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I ask how much you ended up paying for some of these. Yes, you can ask. This one I got on an auction. So the bidding started at $1, and there were a few other people. There was one other woman who really wanted it. I got this one. This was $90. So, and they range in price, but it's old, 1908, good condition. Some of the other journals she had were like 150 and 175. That will not be the last one I buy. We'll see. let's see, this little journal was at Johnny's. Do I have the price on this? This one was a little, this I think was, I don't want to say, maybe 30, I think. I'm not sure. It was 50 cents originally. There's the original price tag. And this has like, there's little notes, there's little note cards in here that the people kept in there. So it's just like fun little pieces of history. Somebody's, I don't know, somebody's grocery list maybe. I'm not sure. That's kind of funny. But yeah, this one wasn't a whole lot. This one, the French one, I do know because I just saw the price in here. This one was $65. This is the one from 1921. The big one I had, one that wasn't damaged, where all the pages were in, that was perfect condition, and that was from 1898, sold for $230, and I got mine, I think it was like 115 or something like that. So, but 90 may seem like a lot for a journal, but there's 500. I've got 450 pages in here. You buy a Canson journal, for a big Canson journal, for $20. So, but the paper, it's in good condition. And at the auction, I could tell, like, she shows you the paper, that it's not brittle and all that. So, but that gives you an idea. But these journals, I mean, they range in price. You can pick them up for like 30, 35, 40. They go up to 100, 200. I mean, I've seen people pay, I've seen several go in the 200s, which that's a lot of money for a journal. But, it's a piece of history, and I don't know, they're fun. To me, this is going to be worth every penny, because this is, for me, the perfect journal. This is something I've been looking for. And it went wonky. Okay, I am going to unplug my camera and plug it back in. I'm gonna go. I'll leave, but I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I should be back. How's the sound now? How's the sound now? Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so that's what I've been collecting the past, probably over the past 6 months, are these journals. And I'm really picky about the ones I get. I like ones that are old. I like them in good condition. But if you're interested in that, there's lots of online sales and stuff like that. I'm anxious to get back out and go into some old bookstores and see what I can find too. But it's just fun. It's just something I've gotten into, authentic vintage ephemera, I would say, in the past 6 months. Hey, CB. Hey, Nikki. I see Devin came in. Joan is here. All right, CB, you'll have to go back. I showed my journals. Here, I'll show you. Here's this one. Here's the new one I got. But just the cover, I had somebody offer to buy the cover from me. But no, this is in such good condition with all the paper. There's no way I'm going to sell the cover. All right, so I think, what are we going to do today? I think what I might do today is work on my June folder. And I think I'm going to go with an indigo theme, since that seems to be the color I've been working in. And it is one of my favorite colors. So I thought for June, we do indigo themed file folder. Let me get that stuff out. Okay, so I'll show you. I did these prints over the weekend. Johnny was on her virtual road tour, and she came on with Colleen and I and we did some jelly printing, which was a ton of fun, inspired by Kathy Arbor in her flower prints that she did last week. Okay, so, all right, here's my file folders. I've gotten organized. I've been trying to keep projects together. All right, this is what I want to do. I need to take these out. All right. All right, so there's some papers. Oh, it's fun, CB. Yeah, make sure you have plenty of space and tissue paper to press the flowers in. That seems to work better than thicker paper. But here, I'll show you some that I did. Okay, so this, I think I might cut this out and put it actually on the folder somewhere. Oh, this was the last one I did where this was the end piece where all my dies stuck to the print. This one's done on onion skin paper. This is another end print. This is just the plate was so big. This was the leftover paint at the end. That's kind of cool too. I think all right, here's another print. Another one. These, I really like these on the onion skin. More onion skin. Regular cardstock. These will be nice for fall. Okay, here's some more for the, to stick in the June journal. Okay, Linda said she did some cyanotype prints with my rhubarb leaves. Oh, how'd they turn out, Linda? All right, here's another one. These, I kind of used the white for the cleanup prints, and I used a heavy body white acrylic paint, so it covered up most of what was underneath. Hey, Dorothy. All right, here's some more. I think this one must have been the fluid acrylic or the high flow, because it's a little more, there's a little more watermarks in it. So that means the paint was a little bit thinner. So these are all done with Goldens. It's an indigo paint, and it's a variety of heavy body, fluid, and high flow. I just wanted to try the 3 different kinds to see which works the best. And I think for jelly printing, depending on what you're doing, either the fluid or the heavy body. The high flow, you get more. This one was with the high flow. It has more bubbles in it. These. Not sure what I was doing here. Oh, this must have been where I was cleaning off my brayer. Cleaning off my brayer and Wonderlust. Okay. All right. So we got these. Yeah, how is everybody doing on their iCads? I've gotten to day 10. That's another thing we can do today too, is work on iCads. I've been kind of doing mine in batches. Okay, these were Kathy Arbor on Thursday originally did it, and then Debbie tried it on Friday, and I tried it on Saturday. So there are videos. Debbie streamed at 5 o'clock Friday, late afternoon. I streamed Saturday, I think it was around 2. So yeah, but watch, check out all the streams, but watch Kathy's. Hers, she explains everything. She explains it all really good. So Kathy's stream from last Thursday. Okay, Anne's working on iCan. Okay, yeah, they were fun, Paula. Okay, now see, the difference is, I forgot, okay, for the people who didn't see it over the weekend, Kathy and Debbie used real flowers. I cheated and used die cuts. So when you're watching, look at, watch what everybody uses. Kathy and Debbie used real flowers. These are some Tim Holtz flower die cuts. So you could do die cuts, you could cut out your own flowers. It gives you a little bit different look. When you see Kathy's and Debbie's, theirs is more organic looking. Yes, and check out Colleen's Magical Leaf. I think if I didn't turn my camera off on Saturday, Colleen would still be here doing leaf prints. Every print she did with the leaf was gorgeous. You have to, go back and watch that. That's a Saturday stream. I was hoping Colleen would come in Yeah. Wait, this is a huge leaf ball. Yeah, it was funny because it was like the never-ending pull. She just kept going and going, and they were all awesome. She posted pictures on Instagram. I was hoping she'd come today so she could show her leaf. Okay, I'm getting a drink. My throat's getting a little scratchy. And also, if you're looking for jelly plate and journaling ideas, go to Recreations by Brooke. She did a little road show where she visited people's streams and did jelly printing and art journaling. So yeah, check out her streams over the weekend. If somebody wants to put up a link for Brooke, that would be great. And what do I need? I need another file folder. Just a sec. Okay, so what I've been doing, I've been taking a single file folder, and then I've been taking one of these file folders. Oh, I need to turn my autofocus back off. Sorry, guys. There. When I went out and came back in, it must have popped back on. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, that should fix it. All right, Helen put Brooke's link up, so check those out. She's got some fun streams. And the infamous leaf stream. Okay, so what I've been doing, I take a single file folder, and then I take one of these, so I have a few pages. And then this has, you can either do folders. I usually cut here and make some flaps. So let's see, I think, what did I say I wanted to do? I think I want to use, some of these. Here, let me get a, okay, don't look, Eileen, I'm using a ruler. All right. I think what I might do on the cover of this one is just do maybe a collage of indigo papers and some of these prints. I think that might be cool. Let's take this one off too. I'm looking forward to Tim Holtz's deckled cutter to come out. Let's see. Here, I do have these. Remember these from the old scrapbooking days? I've been using these, and I just kind of use them a little bit wonky. so it's not so you can't see the repeated pattern there. Oh, I should put this in camera, so maybe this can be here. And we can take some of the... I know, I have a whole set of these old scissors. I've been using them to make my decals, and see, I just do them kind of wonky. So you're not seeing the return pattern. Oops. Let's see. Okay, no. All right, this is like a rice paper, so it's not... Oh, here we go. I guess we have to tear it just a certain way. Oh, here. This is what I want. I want the single one. Yes, I'm making a monthly folder in, it's going to be indigo theme, just because I've been working with indigo a lot this month. So, yeah, so the folder is just going to be, I think, just stuff that has pictures, art, collage, anything that has indigo in it. Also got this. Let me pull this back some. Hey, Suzanne, and anybody else that came in that I missed. I'm working on my June folder. And these are just some specialty papers I got at Dick Blick. All right, anybody else have ideas? What else could we put on here? Oh, I have something. Hold on. Hopefully I can find it. I've got some stuff that I did some vintage. Ah, here it is. Okay. Okay, so here, these are vintage, what are these called again? Drafting papers. Ooh, 1906. This one's from 1906. Blueprints, thanks. And my mind went blank. This one is from 1910. Ooh, do I dare? Do I dare cut these up? Probably. Could do this here up in the corner so at least we'd see the date on it. Yeah, I love blueprints too. And these are old. These are actually, considering these are over 100 years old, these are in really good, condition. Yeah, I'm going to cut them up. That one I'm going to save for a journal page, but I think this one, should that go down? Maybe I'll put that down there. All right. All right. All right, here we go. It's getting cut and deckled edge. There. So maybe there. Oh, perfect. That almost, it will fit perfectly up over here. Now I want it down here because I like the dark down here. It's here. Let's see. All right, I'm just reading chat here. All right, if Colleen, I did put the link in on Messenger if you want to pop on. I don't know what you're doing this morning. That's kind of cool. All right, let's see what else I can find. Oh, I bet I have some napkins. I bet I have napkins. Oh, and I have more. I have another one too. Cool. This is a piece of homemade paper that I got. I got a big sheet of it from Dick Blick. So I cut a little bit off of that. Let's see. Here, I'll pull out my Dick Blick papers. Okay, so when I was in Chicago, I got these. Oh, some of these might be good on the flaps on the inside. Let's do that one. Hey, Kilburns, Creative Art. What's your first name again? I forgot. All right, I think these I might use on the flaps inside. right, here's this. I love this. I just thought this was bright and fun. Christina, thanks, Christina. Welcome. So we got that. Here's what I just cut up, Devin. It's just woven lacy paper. Oops, it just hit my camera. Hopefully it won't start making noises again. This I thought was cool too. Kind of boho. All right, maybe I win. Then this is the other piece. That's the one I just used that one here. All right, maybe I think I'm going to use some of these on those flaps. All right, and I just saw something too when I was looking over there. Here's a jelly. These are some jelly prints, and this is the bee paper, I think. And I did mark making on top of here with my Poscas. I think I will use some of this on the collage. Yeah, this will be good. All right, so what I'm thinking, I think I'll do a bunch of collage papers on here, maybe bigger pieces, and then maybe have like a focal point, like a big daisy or something on the front as a focal point. In fact, my daisies should be blooming. Hey, Kathy Arbor, do you have any daisies? And if so, have they bloomed yet? I think mine are about ready to pop. Oh my goodness, Eileen. I think Eileen's been drinking again already. Okay. Let's do the lighter side here. All right, what do you think? All right, maybe find a little something to put in there. Maybe just some of the blank. All right, here's the one I've already cut up. Let's do... Let's do this. All right, I can always go in and fill in any blank spots with paint if I need to. I can tear this down here too. that. Okay, here's what we'll do. All right, what do you guys think? Get all this glued down. That should work. The glazes. Oh, the embossing glazes? Huh, that's interesting. That might be, oh, that might be a good idea. Let me see if there's a dark one, either an embossing glaze or regular embossing powder. Let me see what colors there are. That's what I'll do. I'll glue it all down, and then anywhere the file folder's showing, I'll put either the embossing glaze or the embossing powder. That would be good. Okay, I think I'm ready to glue. All right, what do I want to do? Matte medium, glue stick, Xyron. The thing is, if I do matte medium, I will have a nice coating over the top. What do we think? Matte medium, Xyron, glue stick. Matte medium. CB says matte medium. Devin says glue stick. Hey, Judy. Okay, not sure if the glazes will work over the medium. Okay, so that's leaning toward glue stick or Xyron. I'm thinking the Xyron because it's going to be on the cover and that'll be more sturdy. And then I could always put some type of coating over it at the end. What may bubble? The Xyron? The glaze may bubble. Yeah, Eileen, give us, Kathy Arbor says, Eileen, give it a try and let us know. Take a picture before you, that's a good idea. I know, there's nothing worse than having it set up, you take it off to glue it, and then you forget where everything goes, right? All right, let me grab a picture. Okay, so no matte medium. I'm going to do the Xyron. Okay. All right, let me get a picture. Okay, so I'm already looking to see where I might make some changes too. Yeah, because I think what I'll do is I'll have this come down more, but have it come down like that. Okay, but we can play with that as I glue. I do know this is going to go here, and this is going to go here, and that's going to go there. Okay. All right, not the matte medium. No. Hey, Lori, did you get snow recently out by you? I saw, when was it, like a week ago? There was snow in Montana, I think up in the mountains. Okay, let me get my big Xyron out. And I'll put the picture over here. Okay, what's everybody else? Anybody else working on anything right now? iCads, file folders, jelly printing, journaling, anything fun? Okay, Xyron. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I try to put these through. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Try to get these as close together so I don't waste the Xyron. Oops. All right. We get that. Oops, I got a little wrinkle, that's okay. Ah, nothing like a big fat arm. Sorry about that. They're not too bad. I don't get the refills at the stores. I find them, I can get them at a pretty good price online. You want my hand to go in there? Okay. Okay. And then I always like rub these down. Oh, wow. Yeah, because I heard on the news that there was snow out there. I think in Montana, maybe parts of Colorado. No snow in town. Okay, that's good. All right, so oh, I forgot one. Darn it. Okay, that's all right. It's okay. All right. All right, so I'm intentionally going to leave some showing at the top to put the powder in. All right, I need to do... Oh, I put it away already. That's... So Kim, are you enjoying the new house and the farm and everything? It looks like you've gotten a lot done there. Sorry, I keep putting my big fat head in there. Okay. All right, so I want this over here. So I want to place this. Okay, I can go along here with some black. Okay. Oh, who's Dorothy talking about? Oh, Ange. Yeah, I heard Ange was having surgery today. Prayers out to her. I've no idea what type of surgery, but hopefully all goes well. Yeah, I did. I wanted it to come down over here. Okay. All right, so okie dokie. All right. Oh, shoot. Well, it's a collage. You can't screw it up, right? All right, so yeah, we want this here. This here. No, let's do this here. Because I want to save space for embossing powder over here. Where's my little lacy piece? Oh, right here. There. Okay, that's cool. That looks much better than I thought it would. I'll just trim off those edges. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of quiet, guys. I'm just kind of concentrating here. Now that I'm done, I should have just folded it over. It's sticky. Oh well. Okay. All right, now the big decision is going to be what color embossing powder. Should I do something bright to contrast it, like a yellow? You know what I could do? Oh, two things. I could do beeswax collage for the cover, or I could do, hey Brooke, Or I could do the Seth Apter beeswax embossing powder. That would be a lot of embossing powder. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I'll do the beeswax collage and give it that encaustic type look. The speckled egg glaze. Okay. Let me get that. That's right on my desk. So here's all my speckled egg stuff. You know, I'll be doing something with that. All right, here's the embossing powder. So you think Hitimi's going to come out with more colors in these so we can get these sets again? Brooke needs her coffee before she gets yelled at. I'm going to go sort dinner out, so going to lurk. Okay, Joan, what's for dinner tonight? Anything? I'm sure it'll be yummy. Anything good? Of course it'll be good. Every month we will get a new set. We will. Okay. Well, I'm all ready. I've got these fit perfectly in these little containers, so I can get all my sets lined up. And we can collect all the pins. Yep, here's the pins. All right. Let me get my embossing thing out. All right, let's do this. Oh, you know what? Ranger didn't sell it in a set. Devin, it was, Joggles had a set. You got the Distress Spray Stain, the Distress Oxide Spray, the Distress Ink Reinker, Distress Oxide Reinker. You got the Distress Paint, and then the 2 ink pads, and it was what, $47? And the embossing glaze. So Joggles did a special. If you got all of them, it was $47. So that was his new colors in all the mediums. So you could have everything. Yes, Joggles is addicting. I know, the pins are adorable. It reminds me of like my kids when they do sports and they get their pins and they put them on their bags. You can collect these now and put them on your craft bag. Okay. Get a piece of paper out. Who else is here? Hey, Johnny. How are you this morning? All right, let's try this. Let's see. This is just a Zig glue pen, embossing pen. It'll be easier to get it exactly where I want it. I may need to do, we'll see, I might need to do a couple of coats on here. Who's going to wear them on a sash over a uniform? Yeah, they are. They're like Girl Scout pins. All right, let's see how this... I'll blow it all over. I know, I wish I had did that, Eileen. Although I haven't really had to re-ink a whole lot of ink pads. That just goes to show how much I use them. All right, let me get my heat gun. All right. Oh, that's a good color because it's soft. It gives it a little contrast. I'm gonna do a couple layers though. All right. Oh, your new plates get here today? Cool. You'll love them. I think I'm not sold on the magicals on the jelly plate. I need to play around with it more. Oh, damn it. Pardon me. You can tell I don't emboss a whole lot. Like the messy embosser here. Yeah, the embossing plates that Brooke is talking about, it's called the Faithful set, and you get 4 little plates, like a heart, a cross, a couple other shapes, and then 2 long skinny plates to use on the edge of your, you can use them on the edge of your Bible journal or any type of journal. All right, let's see. So I can just dump powder on this while it's hot, right? I think that's right. Yep. That works. Right, I think it works better if I do another coat of the embossing stuff. All right, let's see. Try not to tap so much off. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Let's do one more on here. Again, sorry about the background noise. Okay. All right. Oh, you got Poscas, Brooke? Which ones did you get? Did you get the big ones, the little ones? Which ones? All right. I know, I wish I could see what everyone's working on. Hey, if anybody wants to post a picture on Instagram, I can show everybody. So, Patty, what are you doing? Are you working on your iCads? Oh, good, good. I'll be there. You'll love to see, these are one of the bigger Poscas I use for mark making on top of my jelly prints. Just to give you an idea. That's the big Mambo Jumbo ones. Oh, cool. What kind of stickers? I saw you looking at the pig book. Okay, Anne posted her just now. Anne? Let's see what Anne did. Okay, let's get And all right. You're Ann Lair on Instagram, right, Ann? I can follow you. Look you up. Yep. Ann C. Lair, correct? Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, cool. Was today which is this today's, Ann? That's really good. All right, let me get it. I'll show you guys. Share the screen. Okay, here's Ann's iCAD, the robot iCAD for today. Oh, Patty, something that's interesting that we might want to share with our group is Brooke has a retreat house in Maine. That might be a fun outing. She's just getting it ready now. They just bought it and then COVID hit, but she's planning on doing art retreats. So I wonder if if anybody in our group would be interested in going. Patty and I are in an art group in southeastern Michigan, and we meet twice a month. Okay. That is so cool. Anybody else want to post their iCads and I can share them with everybody? That's really good. Okay, we'll take that one off. Oh, can't do that here. Hold on. I'm working with 3 screens here. You gotta bear with me. There we go. Okay, let's put a little more embossing glaze on, or embossing powder on these. Okay, Eileen posted a pic on IG. Let me put the embossing powder on, and then we'll show Eileen's. That's good, because Eileen doesn't post on IG a lot. I'm trying to get her to post more on IG. All right, let's see how that works. What did you... Oh, she was joking. Nice, Eileen. Actually, Eileen's done some good digi iCads. Why do I do that? I always take too much of the embossing stuff off. All right, let's try this up. Oh, you weren't joking. Okay, let me heat this up and then I'll find Eileen's. Okay, I do like that. That was a good idea. It just kind of fills it in, not too dark. Just gives it a little something there. I like it. Okay, cover done. All right, let's see what Eileen posted. Okay, back over here. I keep losing my cursor. All right. Eileen. go. Okay, this isn't a digi one. Here we go. What did you, I can't, what did you use on this one, Eileen? Did you put in the thing? No. Here's Eileen's. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that's the cool one. That's the one that looks like metal almost. And that was done on one of the library cards. Cool. Very cool. I love that. That's something I want to try. Oh, it is metal. Okay. Very cool. Okay, you need to post more on Instagram, Eileen. I know, she should post more. All right. Okay. So this is done. I ask her every time, Lori. I'm hoping one of these times she just surprises us and pops on. Oh, that's Junk Journal Lori. I'm sorry. I think I called you Johnny. All right, let's do... Okay, so here's my outside cover. And then let's see. I had one that I think I'm going to use for the back. I swear I can lose anything in a second. Okay, so I think this month, instead of doing the flap downs, I'm going to leave them as folders. Maybe just leave them as folders. Or should I do the flaps?
Call from Walgreens.
Hold on.
Call from Walgreens.
There.
Call.
Okay. Busy phone this morning. Oh, what kind of molds? What is the theme of the molds, Lori? Hopefully I cut that right. All right. So we'll do this one here. Again, I'm going to use the Xyron. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to stream until noon, which is about 15 more minutes. I want that to hang over here so I can cut that off. Ooh. All right, this paper is really cottony, so it's kind of... Oh, this is really weird. I've never had this happen before. Okay, I guess I won't be using this Xyron on these handmade papers because the cotton sticks to the stuff. That's weird. Hey, Eileen, have you ever had this happen, or anybody else who has a Xyron, where the paper just sticks to the sticky stuff? That is weird. Okay, I'm just going to use my glue stick on this one. Yeah, look at that. All right, so my advice, be careful with your handmade papers on your Xyron. If they've got lots of threads and they're cottony, don't. But see now, the other ones were fine. The other ones I used on the front, I had no problem with. Huh, that's weird. Well, just be careful. Some work, some don't. All right, let's do, this will just be glue stick. We'll experiment, see how the glue stick works. I did use glue stick on some of my other folders and it seemed to be fine. I like to do the edges first. Okay. All right, so I've been having good luck with the Yoo-Hoo glue sticks and collaging. I just make sure I get a nice coating on, and I rub it down really good. Make sure that's covering everything. So I press it down. Press it all down, and then I use a bone folder really get it nice and smooth so it's not lumpy. And okay, so that seems to work pretty good. All right, this will be the tricky part. Maybe I will end up making flaps because this is kind of tricky to get a smaller scissors. Or I might have to trace the paper. The other ones, I may have to trace the paper and cut it before I glue it down. There. Oh, I gotta do here too. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be. Let's see if I can trace this. Oh, look who's here. Just a minute. Colleen.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, how are you? Welcome.
Better late than never.
Oh, I'm glad you showed up because I was going to get off at noon just because I've been kind of boring this morning. But I'll stay on a little bit longer if you want to stay.
You've been boring.
Well, you know what it is? I've been concentrating on what I've been doing. So I haven't been as talkative this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, that works out because I can stream till 1. I gotta get. I did this appointment to go get a tooth evaluated. I really don't want to go to the dentist, but it's one of those things. To get it evaluated, and then Smokey and Bandit had their shots yesterday. So
yeah, I saw that.
Then I didn't get the rabies. I decided to get the distemper one and see, because I remember they were not feeling well last time, but I did both. You know, like one time I did both together. It was really bad, rabies, and so I decided to split it apart and do the rabies in like 2 weeks. And oh, poor Smokey, he's not feeling good. So I just talked to the vets, and I said, Smokey is not eating. He seemed like he may be, feverish, not feeling good. Bandit's faring better than Smokey, but still not 100% himself. At least he ate one milk bone and he's chased the ball a little bit. Smokey's not eating. He's just, the Jacks are like happy, hyperactive dogs, and when they're walking around with their tail between their legs and not like him. So anyway, so I called the vets and said, Smokey's not faring well from this. So must not have been, maybe it wasn't the rabies. Like, it's kind of like you don't know till you split these things apart. You know what I mean? So I know how sick I got with the rabies shot. So anyway, I'm going to leave at 1 and head up there and get them. They're going to give them like a dog version of Advil.
Oh, okay, good. Just to make them more comfortable.
Yeah. So if Smokey is feeling, to me they feel warm, but I don't have a thermometer and I'm not doing that, temperature thing. So
no, I wouldn't do that. Unless
you know what you're doing, you have no business putting anything anywhere. So yeah. So I'm like, I told them, I'm like, but they feel warm and they just don't feel good, and they're not eating. My dogs love to eat, so they eat too much. Like, I've been needing to lose weight. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm gonna pick up some doggy version of Advil it shouldn't have like a bunch of side effects, but I have to get them to eat to take it. So I'm gonna have to like get some cheese out and like
Oh, did you like
something
peanut
like
butter?
that.
Did you like peanut butter?
No, they don't like peanut butter. They're weirdos.
Oh my God, they don't like peanut butter.
They hate it.
Oh, that's funny. God, we can't even say peanut butter in our house.
Oh, yes, Bandit despises peanut butter. Oh, he just like blah. And Smokey will tolerate it, and Bandit despises peanut butter. So it's like like the peanut butter pill pockets.
Yeah.
No, no, they won't touch him. So so I'm gonna pick up the doggy Advil and then go to dentist and get my teeth evaluated and
sounds good.
And then they'll just evaluate it today at that, just see if they need something done, and then go to the grocery store and come home. So that's my exciting day. But I was nervous about them feeling bad, but yeah, and I was afraid of that. And it's like if you don't get this distemper shot, it's very dangerous not to get the distemper shot.
Right, you have to do the shot. It's better to get them checked. Okay, Peggy said, nothing like a dog running away with a thermometer hanging out. I know.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Hey, Josie. Hey, Sharon.
I have no business doing any of that. I'm not a trained professional, so.
Okay,
yeah.
So Colleen said, Paula says she uses cheese.
So I'll try to see if they'll eat some cheese. They'll because they got to eat to take the Advil. So
Lori said, put it inside a filet mignon. There you go.
Call it Advil. It's not Advil, but it's like an Advil for dogs. But like basically, she's like, I got to get them to eat, else it's gonna upset their stomach to take it. But then once that kicks in, then they should want to eat after that. You know what I mean? So I just got to get past that. So that's my goal. Sorry I'm late. I was on the phone with the vets, and the other doctor was at a different office, and so on and so forth. And so they had to call over and tell me, to give them some medicine. So in 2 weeks to get a rabies shot, yay! And then they get to feel terrible from that. So I'm just like, oh God, I hate the shots. Hate them people.
Babies.
Make these babies feel sick, and they don't know why. They went into vet feeling fine, and then they leave terrible. Like the opposite of your normal vet visit, right?
Right.
You go in and you feel better, hopefully, instead of feeling worse. So it's like that when my kids were little and they were babies and they had to get all those. I just felt terrible getting those shots and all that good stuff. So I'm not very good at that stuff because I'm so sympathetic and I'm all like, this is terrible. Don't make my kids feel bad.
But you know what?
Feel bad.
They're like your babies.
Yeah. Yes. And so. Yeah, so I wanted to call them and see what they suggested I do, and so we're going from there. So they do have a suggestion. So I guess got to pick it up and then go to dentist and get that done with, and all that good stuff.
Well, I told everybody about your leaves, so I'm hoping you want to show your leaf prints that you did?
Sure.
Because I thought they turned out awesome.
Yeah, I had some good pools, some good, not some kind of so-so pools, a little bit of both. Let's see, but the magic leaf was the best for sure. So one of the things I was thinking about doing with one of the magic leaves, this is the other one I did, is because I got a couple of Rosemary's awesome, really an alternative for rabies shots. Let me know what you find out about that, Judy. Because you gotta do the whole thing, protect the dogs, in case you want your dogs put down if they bit someone because they didn't have a rabies shot, and they quarantine them and so on and so forth. I don't think my dogs will ever bite anyone, but who wants to find out, right? So that's in 2 weeks. At least it's only every 3 years. But I figure it's a bigger dose if it's every 3 years. I know I had to get it done, and it made me feel terrible. Let's see. So this is the polar thing I got from rosemary with that one kit. And
Oh, cool.
I got a couple per kit. You know, I love Rosemary's eco kits.
Uh-huh.
And so this folder was a part of this group, and so I thought about that. So this is one of the leaves that I waxed, and that was super colorful. So I may attach these to this cool folder. And
that'll be pretty. The colors are awesome.
I think
Now, these are the leaves that you used on the jelly plate on Saturday, and then you put, what kind of wax did you put over them?
beeswax.
Beeswax. Okay, cool.
So you can see on the back, you can see the wax showing up on the back. So the difference is he had a big pot of it, and he like dunked it in the wax and pulled it out, where I didn't want to do a big pot of beeswax because I was only doing a couple things. So I just did like a little bit, and kind of like did one of these numbers because I didn't want to have a big pan of it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think it was really awesome to find out you could wax the leaves to save them. So I was super stoked to find a simple thing, and I had the beeswax already. So, and now
Cool.
my pinky leaves. So I might attach them to this, and then and since they're already waxed, I don't really have to I don't have to put down like matte medium or anything. I should just be able to maybe put some cute tape like here, like in a couple places on the stems. I don't know. And that way, I don't think they have to be plastered so much as just attached like here, maybe here.
Yeah, maybe like maybe you could just put a couple dots of like a hot glue gun and then put some pretty washi tape over it.
Oh, hot glue gun behind it. That's a good idea.
Hot glue gun behind it. Here, how about some of that pretty lace ribbon we've been getting, the vintage lace ribbon?
Yeah, just need something to hold them down.
Yeah.
But like the stems, I'm not gonna like do anything to the leaves. Like hold the stems down, and then
Yeah, hot glue gun.
that's not. Why am I? Gosh, I've never used that thing. That's a good idea.
Well, get that out.
And use that, and then so if I attach those to that one, and then this is inside of the eco dyed folder, and then the other leaf. I did throw it on the what is this, Sienna type paper, and that's the print I got. It moved, so then I have like those shadows because it moved, but that was the
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it just looks like a leaf shape. It doesn't get the veinage. You don't get like the cool veins and stuff. This print I thought was with the smaller leaves. I liked how this one turned out with the yellow, like the yellow and like a gold and little pop of green in there. I thought that one turned out well. These papers I'm gonna just use for backgrounds where I was just pulling up the paint. You know what I mean? So I saved all those. I use all those for backgrounds. You know, all these I'll just use for backgrounds. I ended up pulling the leaves off of the one because it just looked kind of, I don't know, kind of grossed me out. So
Okay.
I didn't like the leaves on there, so I pulled the leaves off of that. I didn't leave them on there. But this is I put down the ones that were, and this one was the one we used with that raised mask, and that one turned out to be a pretty neat background. I wish I would have put some of these. I thought about later, I should put some of those in my composition book like Debbie was doing.
You can always make prints or scan them.
Which might not have been bad. That's true. Let's see. That one turned out bad. A couple bad ones. Like these were bad. Like these would just be backgrounds. Like it's just blobs of paint. You know?
Or cut up for like ATCs or ICADs or something.
Yeah, those were not so good. Let's see. Let me look through my pile over here. I have a pile of not so good and good. But some of these are just like rubbing the paint off.
Right.
you know, which you got to do that, you know, like this one. This one you can see where it had the leaves were laying here, and you can actually kind of see some of the, maybe see the veining in there, but like, so I got a bunch of those. But again, those would be cool backgrounds. I like that print. That one turned out neat, and I just having a couple leaves down. I think that one turned out neat. I like the, I don't know what the word is, gnarliness of the with the brown, and then you got one a leaf here. I love this leaf and this leaf. So that one I thought turned out kind of interesting.
Those are cool.
Let me get my.
Now, which paint was that? That indigo paint, or was that a different blue?
That was the indigo paint.
Okay.
I did get my, oh, and I love this. I actually love this color. That was one of the leaf prints we did, but this was removing the excess paint. Hi, everybody that I haven't said hi to. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, so like I love this. Like these, I can't wait to use this on something. Hi, Shelly.
Oh, that'll be pretty.
I love that one. So see, here's that leaf one.
Oh, love it. See, those all turned out great.
I'm blowing my papers all over. Let's see. This is a neat one I did with the stencil later on. I was playing with some leftover paint. But I laid a stencil down, and what I really liked, if I can get my camera to focus, there, is I loved close up. You really appreciate the coolness that happened like around the stencil.
Ooh, I like that. It's like wavy looking.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It sounds like I almost see a stitch like right there. Like
now, speaking of stencil, girl, I love the stencil for this month. I hope that comes soon.
Oh, I hope so too.
That's nice.
We see the close up of it. It looks. I mean, I'm not very. I don't have a huge vocabulary. I'm not very good at descriptions, but
I see what you're saying. I don't know what to call it either, though, Colleen. It's really cool, though. Was the paint really wet that you put down? Like, was it a lot of paint, or do you remember?
It was actually just I used some Naples. I used Naples and some copper, and
it's just the texture that went down.
Yeah, it's like it just turned out like little. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe. I've never gotten a print like this. I don't know if it was just wet, but that to me, I wish I could remember exactly what I did on that one.
We can. I mean, it'll be on the video.
This one I thought was the coolest. Just the weird.
We should go back on the video and look for it.
Lava.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just really cool. I'm sorry, I don't have like I said, the largest vocabulary.
Oh, these are pretty.
How it looks. There you go. That's my brain's a little mushy. As I worry about the dogs. Okay, there's this. This one I loved, and that was the leaves I saved from this pool. So these were like part of this pool that I saved. So
cool.
But so there is that. Tom thought this. I thought this was really neat. He thought it was funky. He didn't care. And what's funny is he likes yellows and reds and all these like colors, the warm colors. He's a Leo, the sun sign, so he likes all those warm colors, and I prefer neutrals. I'm earth sign, Taurus, so I prefer more neutrals. So he didn't like this. It's like, how do you not like it?
That's interesting.
It's kind of like, to me, it's kind of ugly, but interesting because it's like yellows and reds and purples, like all the things I would never put together normally. I don't mind the soft tones of those bright colors like this, but I don't like the super bold like this. Like I like this and a softer, a little softer tone.
Okay.
These were literally put paint on the leaf, smack it down. These weren't even. This was like we did the jelly pool, and then I laid the leaf on a piece of paper, and that's what I got. Like that one had some of the infusion.
It was just so funny because every time you did a pull, they just kept turning out great. It was like you couldn't do a bad one. I told everybody this morning, I said, if I hadn't turned off my camera, you would still be here.
I would have. I was obsessed with the leaf. I don't know what the leaf is, but we took a picture of the tree and the tree trunk when we were out the other day, and Tom said that might help him better identify the tree.
Okay, good.
This one I did, like Debbie had said, I rolled the brayer over the leaf when I was doing the pool, and by doing that, it picked up the veins of the leaf. It totally did pick up the vein, even though there's not much color. It made an imprint in the paper.
I think that's cool.
You know, it gave it. Maybe there was just enough color, but it definitely picked. I thought that was neat about these. These were the outsides pools of these. So like the fact that there's enough paint or pressure to pick up the veins, and the veins picked up on the jelly paper, which I was not expecting that to happen. That would pick up the veins. Like that's pretty subtle. You know, it's really
crazy.
Well, that's a good sign. He's barking. He even went out earlier, and a neighbor's dog was at the fence barking, and Smokey didn't even run over and bark at him. He didn't even run over and bark at him.
Oh, then you know something's wrong.
My dogs bark incessantly. You know they do. They bark every time the wind blows. And I'm like, there's a dog barking at you, and you're just going to stand there and look at him? I was like, yeah. The neighbors are probably very happy, but I was not happy because that's not. They normally are like, they love the bark. They wag their tails the whole time. They bark at the dog at the fence. They wag their little tails the whole time. It's not an aggressive bark. It's for them. It's a happy.
Yeah. It's like, hey, come see me. Come pet me.
Yeah, their tails just wag and wag the whole time. They bark at the neighbor's dog like they're just their way of saying, hey ho.
Hey ho.
Hey ho, what's up? So let's see. Here's my leaf I waxed. Here it is. So there's the Mambo Jumbo awesome leaf that I waxed. And I put it on Instagram, but like I had to save the leaf. I just had to. This leaf is just beautiful, and it did so many beautiful prints. Now there's the back. You know, that had different colors on the back. I think we switched it because she told me to use better veins on the back, and then I never went back. But yeah, like this is neat because you can see with the wax, it's bendy. I mean, you see what I mean? It's like if you went out and bought some artificial plants, artificial leaves, and on a to make an arrangement or whatever. It feels similar, not exact, but it feels very similar to that. So this beauty has to go on a book or something.
So you just took the beeswax and then ironed it over the leaf. Is that how you did it?
I melted it in a pan.
Oh, you used the pot. Okay, and then just stuck it in.
So I bought this pan a while back, and we were like waxing fiends. Okay, so thank you guys. So I bought this off of Amazon. You can see the wax in it just for wax. And so I bought this. So I melted the wax in here, and then. Prior to that, this is not my technique. This is that guy's technique on YouTube, and I need to get the guy's name.
We also, what's her name? Jenkins. did the pot, or he did the leaf, but we got the idea for the pot. Was it Robin Marie Jenkins?
Oh, that was it. It was from her. Yeah.
Lisa Marie Jenkins, the one in California.
Yes, it was her. That's the one who used like a pot, electric pot, and that's why I bought it. That is correct. And then like I did basically I just went to YouTube and said preserving leaves, and then he came up, and then this guy came up saying doing waxing wax leaves. I was like, well, that would be cool because that wouldn't be, it's not my own, it's not harsh or weird. So like say you put a piece of wax paper on the front and the back of it, like your normal kitchen wax paper, and then you put like a towel, or he said a sheet over top of that. And then I use you could use any iron, whatever iron you have, and then I just ran it over the sheet and the wax paper and the leaf. And then when you do it, the kitchen wax paper left a coat on the leaves. Okay, a thin wax coat. He said that prepares it. So I'm like, okay, so I did. It left a thin wax coat by just using wax paper, the pillowcase, and then just iron this over. And then I had the wax hot in here, and then I just used like some like kitchen tongs if you don't want to get close to the heat, and then just ran it back and forth till it was coated. I'd wish my pan was larger for my giant leaf.
Yeah, who would have known you needed one that big?
I need a bigger pan.
Okay, I did put Lori Marie Jenkins' link on there for YouTube.
Oh, cool. I know she was the one who was using. Yeah, so anyway, that is the gist of that. So I got to put this on a cover of some sort, you know what I mean? Like, this is an example, like, it deserves to be on a book cover.
It is. I think you should frame it. Ooh, that's pretty. No, but that's pretty on that book cover though too, with the lace and everything.
Yeah, so I was like, I made it.
That's gorgeous.
So I could frame it too. Could get some sort of little, I don't know, of a 12 by 12 or it is an interesting technique, Devin, and I thought that was really neat that this guy had this. I just said it was just a man who was showing this, and I've never followed him before. And I did end up following him of that, but I honestly don't remember his name. He has a website, and this was an old video. So, like, the girl called it out at the end, and I'm going to have to, like, slow it down to listen to it. Like, they don't have descriptions or links. This is probably before anyone was ever doing this. And, like, that stuff wasn't happening. This is a video from years ago that he did. So
that is so cool.
So this was the book I made, and then I sketched this little thing in here, and then I started Kathy Arbor. Then I did Kathy Arbor's Girl, and that's as far as I got with that. But that's going to go in there. That was the handmade book I made with the wax paper. Good Lord, with watercolor paper, muslin, and fabric, and just I cut a book apart and removed its spine. And I got this idea from a bit of a bird song. She had the technique. So let's see. Anyway, so when I was watching Zandra, they're sticking to these. When I was watching Zandra, she gave me the idea of using, she did jelly printed fabric for something she was showing. And I didn't even think about jelly printing fabric.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, well, that's a cool idea.
That's what a lot of people use that big, the big jelly plate for. It's sheets of fabric.
Everyone's saying to frame it.
Frame it? Yeah,
I think that seems majority of the.
Yeah, frame it with some of that vintage lace.
Yeah, that seems to be the majority of the consensus. Okay, so what I wanted to try. Okay, so we went walking. This is Sunday. So my leaves are shriveled up. I went back to the tree and I took pictures of the tree and the bark and the tree. Now this is the shriveled up version because he's been laying here since Sunday. So this is what happens if you don't preserve your leaf, it's going to shrivel. As we know, it's going to dehydrate. So anyway, so I'm going to do what I can with this. This might have been a weed. This could have been a weed. But I love the heart-shaped leaves. And I thought that was neat. So I pulled out some muslin. And to try to do something on that. I also pulled out this fabric denim. To maybe do a pull on this, and then but then this has not been washed, so I don't know if this will pick up this or not because
it might have the stuff on it.
Yeah, because this has not been washed, but the muslin has been washed. I'm saying washed instead of washed, and it's so awkward to say it that way. But I'm going to try this first. So I thought I'd just see what happens with this. So
that'll be fun. Okay, Linda said she ordered the giant plate. She's going to do some material plating. Oh, that'll be fun, Linda. Hey, Linda, you should stream when you do that. It goes quiet.
I was reading Sharon said you could go with majority or send it to me. I could sell leaves.
I know, I said that the other day.
That would be sell the magic leaf trees and I have to call magic leaf trees because I don't know what the tree was. And people were probably like, okay, whatever, you're crazy, woman. Let's see. I took some pictures of the tree. Okay, so when you're walking along the trail we walk, okay, and then over here, right now, there's trees, and down here is a creek and stuff like that. But when I zoom in, you see the one big leaf tree. And amongst all the other, it's the only one.
That's so weird.
It's the only one. Then this is what the base looks like. And this is what the leaves is kind of a zoom in. So that's what the base looks like. So I don't know if that's the normal base or this just happened, but you see it's like a bunch of, it's not like a normal big fat tree. There's like here and here and here, and then there's the leaves. But that's what the base of the tree looks like. And
there's nothing like it anywhere else.
No, not in the whole, I walked that whole path. Nothing. This is the only tree back there like it. I mean, you can see the rest of the trees are around it. I mean, there's a lot of the white barked trees.
The birch tree? No, you don't have birch.
They're not birches, but they have really, I'm talking white trunks.
Oh, really?
And they grow by the river. There are creeks and rivers and stuff. Here's Tom graciously pulling leaves off for me. This was the heart one I pulled off of, and Tom said, I think it's a weed or a vine. And I'm like, that's okay. It's heart-shaped.
But how did it get there? Maybe some bird dropped some seeds or something. That's the weird thing. There's no other plants like it there.
It could be. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I mean, I'm thinking that it had to been dropped by a bird, like when how else? Because it's the only tree like that. It was a bird passing by. I mean, it's the only one. We've walked back and forth. We've walked deep down into the trail, and it's the only one. And luckily that one's on by the sidewalk. I know where to find it. It's so easy to find. and I know exactly where it's at. And I'm gonna do red. Well, this is what I use. This is a quinacridone magenta, but I'm gonna put this on because then that'll look good under the red leaves, I think. So we got a picture of the tree bark, and hopefully we can figure it out. And I guess it's not important. I'm just more curious, you know. It's just a curiosity. All right. All right. Here's my shriveled up version of my awesome leaf. But it's like I said, it's been laying here since Sunday. Yesterday, I had the vets, and I had to do some. Well, I did laundry and stuff the day before, but I did a lot of mopping and vacuuming and boring stuff like that yesterday. This is 2 pieces, but I couldn't get the.
Mary Beth.
There you go.
Okay, so Lori B said she doesn't know how, but she thinks you can take a picture and do a picture search in Google. Or she could just be making it up. But you could try.
Well, that's a good suggestion. It might work. Why not? I got nothing to lose. I don't know what the tree is now, so I have nothing to lose. So.
Oh, I guess it is a thing. Brooke said it used to be called Google Goggles.
Google Goggles. Okay, I'm going to write this down. I got to do everything, so I don't forget.
Yeah, CB says there's an app that does that.
All right. Google Goggles. That's funny. Say that 10 times fast. Google Goggles. Google Goggles.
No, joggles. Google Goggles.
Google Goggles. Joggles. Now that turned. Look how cool that looks.
That is cool.
So the technique that Ray Minixon, I can never pronounce her name, what she did is, so she did a pull like this, but I think she did it on paper, not tissue paper. But then she went in the center, and then she did like, you know, doodles and lines and decorated the centers and then put them in her book.
Oh, Brooke said it's called Google Lens.
Oh, Google Lens.
Thanks, Brooke. I think I like the tissue paper because you can really, like, you can get down onto the plate. I notice, like with the tissue paper and the onion skin paper, but with the cardstock, your pulls aren't as sharp.
Well, that's true. I mean, because it really gets into the jelly, like
Yeah.
dives into the plate where you got a lot of cool things. You could just tear all this off. Oh, I must have black on my plate still from a different pool.
Oh, Helen found a link for an American linden tree. I'll pull up the picture. You go ahead, Colleen. I'll pull up the picture.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that might be it. All right.
An American linden.
All right, let me do the share screen. Okay. So here it is, and look at there. Look at the leaf.
Can you tap on the tree to make the picture bigger?
Let me see. I should be able to zoom. Here we go.
Okay. does look like a group of trees. Like it's weird. It looks like a. Okay, that definitely looks like this. Let's see. That's a lot smaller, but it definitely looks really similar. It's just a smaller version.
Yeah.
The edges look like they have like the edges are kind of like you know what I mean, they have like a rippled edge.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That makes a difference too. I mean, they're curling right now, but I mean it's not like this one, which this has, I think it's a weed, but
it's bigger now, Colleen.
Smooth edge.
That looks like it.
Yeah, and it has that weird tip. They
Yeah.
all have that weird tip. There, I think that could be it. It has these crumpled edges. It's just these leaves are more giant. But yeah, American. What's it say about it?
It's,
Kansas, Texas. It doesn't look like Kentucky. Let's see.
let me get it back now. Hold on, let me go down one more.
Native to Canada, to Alabama, Texas, Kansas, North Dakota.
Huh.
60 feet tall. I don't know if it flowers or not. I'll have to pay attention.
Here's the leaf. The characteristics: 4 to 8 inch heart-shaped leaf are coarse tooth, dark green above and pale green below. Fall color is not remarkable. Winter hardy to zone 3B. That looks like it though.
I don't know if I'm a zone. Oh, what zone we're in? I know this one has the tree trunk looks like this. So that's the only difference.
Kathy said it would be flowering now.
Okay, there's no flowers on it. None. There's no flowering.
Huh, interesting.
And the tree, like you see, like this is not like like this one right here is a different. This one is a different tree here. This is I think a maple, but like this is that tree. All these are that tree.
Okay, it says contact us, the Department of Horticulture at the University of Kentucky.
Oh, well, they would know since it is Kentucky. Okay.
So yeah, so the link that Helen, this is from the link that Helen posted.
Let me take a picture of that. So I could call them, and then maybe I could send them the photos of that. I'm just curious, like it's the only tree back there. It's not like there's, there's maples, there's the white bark trees, there's elk or oaks and pin oaks, and the ones that I can recognize. That is the only tree like that one. So I would love to know what it is, just so we can solve the mystery.
Yeah. Huh. Good investigating, Helen. I knew somebody would find it. Okay.
I have to have a light background for this to show up on the fabric.
Okay, so while you've been doing this, I did get the inside. These are done. So instead of doing the flaps, I'm just going to do more like a folder here. I do have to glue these two down, but Peggy said,
what is that, paper?
This is the homemade paper I got when I was in Chicago and went to Dick Blick.
Oh, okay.
So you know how before I did these, it's more like a waterfall with the flaps. I think for June, I'm just going to keep it as little pocket folders to put stuff in.
Oh.
So this was the cover.
I like the cover. That's pretty.
And that's just a bunch of collage papers, vintage, whatever. I forget what these are called again. And some of the prints I did over the weekend.
Becky said if it's not an endangered species.
I know, I saw.
Now my luck, I'll be arrested for picking up an endangered species leaves off the tree. Brooke said she likes it's a mystery. Like, it's a mystery, like Scooby-Doo. Hey, there you go.
You'll have to put that all in your June folder. The mystery leaf.
Mystery leaf.
Mystery tree.
Sounds like it should be a game, like the mystery leaf. It sounds like it should be a game.
The only thing, when you use embossing powder or glaze, it's just everywhere. Oh well. It's pretty, so I don't care.
So guess what tree this is, game? Try it on the small one, see if it even works.
So you think if I do these die cuts on the Xyron, I'll be able to pull them off? Hopefully. Because I think what I'm going to do, these are the ones that got stuck to the paper, and I'm going to glue them back on here and stick this in the folder.
Brooke said she would be, Tom would be the one arrested because he was the picker.
It was him.
I'm innocent.
He made me do it.
I'm innocent. That's how you're innocent.
Poor Tom.
That one turned out good. Got the
that didn't turn out good. Here, I'll put you back big.
They might want to see what you're doing. It's your show.
No, just for a second. Oh, that's really pretty, Colleen.
That turned out really good. Now, what didn't turn, now there's the green I put down in the base color, so that showed up in there. But with the fabric one, I just did this one, kind of did not work. So maybe there's a secret. I'm going to try the denim next.
I don't know. I kind of like that. I like that the green pops through.
On this one?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try a piece of the denim next. I don't like that took terrible on the other. Let's try the denim next. This one I can still see the leaf, so I think I can get one more pull.
There.
Win some, you lose some.
I know that's the thing with jelly printing. You never know.
Yeah, win some, you lose some. Thank you, Sharon said she'll take responsibility. Pluck away. Oh, bye, Teresa. I'm sorry I didn't see you. Have a good lunch. And,
Bye, Teresa. Thanks for coming.
See if that even takes. Look a little bit, not much, but that was the second pull. Let's try again with some more paint on that one. Let's use that.
Eileen said we should sing the Magical Mystery Tour is waiting to take you away.
Hey, I like it. It sounds very hippie. I like it. I like it. The Magical Mystery Tour.
All right. Let's see. Here. That was here. All right. I think this is awfully delicate. I think I'm just going to put the glue stick onto the paper.
way too much paint. I'll roll her onto the other plate. I like the trick of rollering on the other plate. I really like that trick.
Yeah, I'll have to try that. I haven't used two at once.
To put your extra paint over there. It's really clever.
Well, and it's you don't waste all that paint.
Mm-mm. Let's see.
Okay, that worked pretty good.
Same side down. All right, do this one.
I'm just going to.
We can switch that one on there. I think the tissue paper soaks up that excess paint. Definitely soaks that up more than the computer paper.
It does, yeah.
I think it soaks it up quite a bit more, you know.
I wonder,
How pretty that is.
did Debbie try rice paper? I think she had mentioned that. Because that might soak it up too.
Yeah, it could be, as long as it doesn't stick. As long as it doesn't
Right.
stick really bad. Well, I guess there's all kinds of, as we know, rice paper. So
Yeah, so some could work. I've got that one. I should try it.
yeah, there's all the
That
different.
roll.
The other thing I was thinking might work is some of the other handmade papers that have, like the onion one we have. Wonder how that would work.
Oh, that's what I used on Saturday.
Oh, you did? Well, how did I miss that? I guess I was engrossed in doing my own thing. I didn't know doing that. I was leafing it up and didn't notice.
These were, that's funny. Here.
Okay, it does suck it up. Don't leave it on there long. That's what I figured would happen.
Hey, Colleen, here's the onion skin.
Onion skin. I was talking about the onion paper. The paper with the onion pieces.
Oh, with the onion pieces. Oh, that, did I get any of that? I don't know if I have any of that. Onion pieces. Is that something Eileen made us buy?
No, I found it. I was guilty of that one. And then I think that Janet bought it too.
Okay.
I think I was guilty of the onion paper.
I don't remember.
Remember this one? The onion pieces?
Oh.
Onion skins?
I bet that would work good. That would be pretty.
Let's try that too. I'll try that one on this one, and I'll try the fabric with this one. But I don't want black. That was terrible. Yeah. That was just plain terrible. Black on dark blue. Why didn't that work? Duh. I don't know what. Any idea what that is.
Too funny. Too funny.
I don't want to use turquoise on that purple onion one. Let me put something else on that one.
All right, I need to find more pieces. More pieces of leaves. Oh, there.
Yeah, the onion skin papers. It was in green. It was green, purple, a couple different colors that I found on Amazon. And I can't remember the other colors. There's it was only maybe 3 colors. It wasn't like a ton. Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, it works for a grungy effect.
Oh, that's pretty.
It doesn't, like, you really can't, you don't get the definition of the leaf, like the hardcore leaf looks up right there. So what I need to do is put more copper down, because that's what shows. And then the rest is kind of just color. I mean, it does grungy it up nice, but ew,
That is pretty.
I don't like that. It looks like creepy eyes. I gotta cover that up. I don't like that. I'm gonna cover them up. Look, it looks like an eyes. Ooh. I'm gonna cover the eyeballs up. You gotta go. That's creepy. Okay. Let me get the Halloween is as creepy as it gets for me.
Oh, here's some other paper I found that I did before. This I must have used masks on with some kind of sprays.
Oh, that was the paper we did. Isn't that for Cass's cover? The cover we made like Cass?
Oh, is that what that's from?
That's my guess. It looks like the big piece of paper we did for a cover. Did you not make the cover?
You know what? I was going to make the cover, but then it turned out I never cut it up because I like how it turned out.
She's saving it.
Oh, I think you're right, Colleen. That might have been my cleanup.
Thanks, everyone. Oh, ooh, that one's funky. Holy moly, look at your camera freaking out.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got like grainy looking because of all the color, like the
Let
camera.
me pull it back.
It's almost like the camera's like, what am I looking at?
Let me pull it back and see.
Okay, that works pretty good. I got a good pull on the onion paper. That worked out quite nicely. I gotta try that again. And you can see where the onion skin is on here, and see how it worked as a resist. That looks good. Okay, I gotta try this again. Let's see if I can, because I'm pretty sure it's resisted because of the onion skin. I gotta make sure it's not just because the paint dried.
Okay, this must have been my cleanup from that. Or something.
Don't you wish you had a memory?
Yeah, it'd be nice. Now, if I'd done it like 20 years ago, I'd remember what it was, right? Well, I'm glad I kept it, whatever it is.
Damn menopause. Eat your memory away. All right. Hi, Debbie.
Yeah, that was the piece of paper I was going to use for the folder, but then I liked it too much. I couldn't fold it. All right, that looks better with these glued down. Here we go. Okay, Colleen, do you have any re-inkers? If so, put a line of color on the jelly after you used paint. Do you have a re-inker handy, Colleen?
I'm trying to remember. What, and drip it on there or something?
Yeah, I think you just go like take the re-inker and then to make a line down. You've probably got you should have the speckled egg one.
Oh, yeah, definitely right here. I know speckled egg's going to show up with these colors, though.
Which reinker? Maybe the distress ink reinker. All right, so this will go in here.
Oh, wait, it's before I do this. Hold on. Oh, get ahead of myself. Does it have to be distressing?
No, I think any kind of reinker.
Okay, because I have these really old, I have some really old inks in here. This one might work. Did it work? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Do reinkers dry out? Actually, this will be a good place to keep all my things that I did. Stick these in the back.
Should I leave them in drops or roll them in, Eileen?
Oh, I think she meant just a line.
Oh, well, I get dots. Too late.
Just leave the dots. I'd say leave the dots and see what happens.
Lift it before it
Said
dries.
lift it before it dries.
Okay.
Hey, Helen, bye. Thanks for modding and getting all the information for us.
Yes, thank you, Helen.
Yeah, it's 10 to, just FYI, Colleen.
10 minutes. All right.
This could be interesting.
Oh, he's yelling. He's yelling at someone. Holy moly. Glad it's not me. Okay. Hear him yelling. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. Oh, God.
No, you could just hear him talking. You couldn't tell what he was saying. Don't worry, Colleen. We could hear Doug was on a conference call earlier, so.
Okay. Okay, so when I pull it, it just basically kind of smushed the ink out. So I don't know.
It might be cool when you do.
Oh, well, that looks kind of neat.
The
Kind
cleanup.
of looks like leaves. Okay, let's see. This is the pulls with it.
I bet when you do the cleanup, it'll be cool.
All right. Let's see. Well, there is with it on the back of the leaf. This one will not have it on the back of the leaf because I put the leaf down first. And then add some water, maybe. Okay.
Or I just put the paint over and do a pull.
Okay. Yeah, because I mix it with some infusions or something, but it's going to change the color of the inks. Yeah,
I would put the paint down for a cleanup pull.
Okay. Still wet, so I'm going to assume wet is good and not dry the ink. Okay. Here, I'll put down just a smidge of the glazing, and then that works better than water anyway. See what happens. We don't know. Oops.
think I'll stick my blueprints in my folder too, in case I want to do any more.
All right, I'll put the pull on here. Well, let's do this since we're experimenting, and then I can pull more on the fabric later. I'll do one on here, and then I'll throw one on here on the fabric, see what happens. I don't know what effect you're going for, but I think it looks cool, though.
It does look cool.
I don't know if you can tell. You can kind of tell, but you kind of see the leaf print a little bit. But there's, I put it around. There was the red blobs were the ink. I definitely got with the copper and the green. It definitely got, I definitely got lots of crusty bits in that. I mean, it definitely looks.
I like it. I like the colors.
I mean, it'd be hard to like. I mean, like when you look at it, it's one of those prints where you look at it and you definitely, thanks, son. You can't tell like exactly what someone. You can kind of see the leaf prints, but you can see the ink does look different than the paint. Do you see that on the edges?
Yes.
So it does look a little different.
I think that would be good with some mark making on top of it.
Let's see. See the pull on the fabric just as we can. Okay, there's the pull on the fabric. Actually, I really like, kind of like that one because you can actually see the leaf.
I do like that.
Let me get closer if you can see it's a leaf. I could tell it's a leaf print, but I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, you can vaguely see the...
Maybe from this angle. It's more like, here it is. So it's going up here and going that way. You know, I'm going to keep like jelly printing on this fabric just to have a grungy, cool fabric.
Yeah, just keep turning it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep
turning it and doing it on the small plate.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep doing that. There's a whole lot of stuff down. I'm going to leave it, not worry about cleaning it, and just keep going. So I got 4 minutes. And then when I get back, I'll have even more crusties. More crusties. That should be fun to see when I come back home too. I'll let this dry, and then I'll do some crusty goodness later, and
cool.
I'll have it build up on my plate, and I go to do this again. I'm not going to clean it before I leave. Let's see. Hopefully the dog stay up sleeping, so since he's grumpy. Oh God. All right.
Oh, I like those colors.
Like crazy, right? Oh, that's really
Pretty.
a little overboard here. Hold on, let's do a leaf print.
Lisa, thanks for trying it. I thought it turned out cool.
I don't mind trying it. I mean, it's only paper, right? So it's only paper. If you don't like it, no biggie. No big deal at all.
Oh, and look at the colors on the leaf.
Yeah. Let's do something like this for fun. Just lay lay this down. Mix it up a little bit. Doing the same thing over and over.
Ooh, now what stencil is that?
That's cool. This is Ray's new stencil.
Okay, is she on Stencil Girl? Or is she a different company?
Yeah, it's Stencil Girl. And that's one, that was hers with the scallops. And then there's also, let me use the mask too. I'll do the mask. It's a mask and a stencil.
Cool.
So let me throw those. Throw those around. See how that looks. Ah.
Cute.
Why not? Right?
Brooke got her, Brooke's getting her jelly plates today. Did yours come, Colleen?
I saw no, not that. No, I saw the guy drive by, but I didn't go out to look.
Hey, Debbie.
So I'll have to see if you put it out there or not. I saw a UPS guy, Anna, which I think that's where it would come from.
It might be USPS.
Oh, okay. That's I did see him come by earlier. I have to go and see if he put it. Sometimes they put it by the garage.
I think it was one of the two. We got so many deliveries the other day, but for some reason, I think it might have been USPS. Hey, Debbie, do we think Helen found the tree possibly? A linden tree?
Okay.
That should be cool when you do the cleanup later.
Yeah, this would be, like I said, all these things that you have, just tear these up and use these in backgrounds, or just use a GIMP too when you
layer them, do more pulls and layer them.
Yeah, and then you'll have something eventually with it if you keep using it as a pull. All right, this will be my last pulls.
So you're gonna let that sit and then pull them when you get home?
Oh, no, I mean, I'm going to put the paint on and do a pull before I leave.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do one on the fabric and one on the paper. I love how this looks on here. The blacks and the red and the
that is cool.
copper, and
I like that. Now, what color are you going to do for the pull?
Good question. Let's see. I like the turquoise on here. Maybe I'll put turquoise on one for this.
Uh-huh.
And then use a different color for the other. Let's go.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. What color do you all think? I could go with the peach again. Peach is white. I'm going to do that one. And peach. We'll just do peach. Just to see. And we'll do a couple drips. We can always do a couple little ink drips. Why not?
Oh, yeah, to break it up a bit.
I think, like, the fun part about these, it's like working, I think, in the composition book. Like, you're not afraid. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's just fun to play.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing them for any specific, it's not to match anything. It's just more experimenting.
Yeah, it's not a masterpiece art piece. You're just maybe you can turn it into that and maybe not. And
yeah,
look how pretty my leaf looks. That's the part I love. Is how pretty.
Look at that.
It's so shiny. Look, I can wax this leaf. Look how pretty it looks. It was just an ordinary green leaf. And now look at it. Now look. Now look. And look, I like how the green veins still show through the copper.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually planned that.
You can have a whole wall of framed leaves.
I like it. It should be.
Ooh, I like how
that looks neat. Ooh, I like the ink.
Yeah, me too. I'm liking the inks in the paint.
I see what you're saying. Look at the, it's hard to tell, but you can see the leaves down underneath. Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, wee.
I love that.
That's nice. Okay, now I see why she said the third ink in there. That really changes it up. I really don't know if the ink is waterproof or anything else. I honestly don't have any idea. These are old. I have Ancient Page and Rainbow Inks. I've had these forever. Forever, literally.
Fun.
15 years. I don't even know.
See, that's why you don't throw stuff away. If you have a place to keep it, you never know when you might
That's
use
true. I mean, they take up no room. I just have them in a basket with the enamels.
it. Oh, you're welcome, Brooke. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we're going to get going in a few minutes. It's just after 1.
Onwards. I'm going to do this pull on here. Or I forget. Don't leave before we do the last pull. Okay.
Perfect timing.
There's the peach that thrown in there. Oh, look.
Oh, nice.
Because I got so many layers built up.
I love it, though.
It almost looks like I put foil on it. Because
It looks like you put leaf on it, like gold leaf or copper leaf or something.
It does. That's what happens. You get a whole lot of grunge. And I do say the inks take longer to dry, so you have that. I'm going to add. Well, that's interesting. That didn't turn out anything like I thought it was going to be.
Wow, the inks went into it. Didn't pull.
No, it didn't pull. Let's go with just paint on top. Just see it. So just put some paint on top and see if it pull it. Because you can still see it's down. Yeah, it didn't because it was still wet, I guess.
Okay, Kathy Arbor says she's ready to jelly print.
She's got her leaves out. Look how pretty my copper leaf looks. All you gotta do is wax that booger and put it in something, right?
Oh, yeah, Debbie's on tonight at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Oh, 4 Eastern. 4 Eastern, 5 Central. Sorry about that.
Let's just use this one.
Yeah, Debbie said just add spray to the white spots.
Yeah, I guess it's, I've got, well, I wasn't cleaning it in between, so, at all. So there's a whole lot of crusty goodness happening. Let's see if I can be sure, smush it good. Smush it good. I'm going back to
the Debo. Now everyone has an earworm.
There's a whole lot of crusty still left on that plate. I can still keep pulling.
Ooh, look at that.
That's a neat background now. You throw some collage on top of this, and it's an unpredictable, like if you were putting it down, it'd be a very unpredictable, like, oh, look at that one. Oh, look at that one.
That's cool.
That one was layered over the other crusty pool, but look, there's the little.
You can even see the leaves in there.
Yep. You can
see the
scallops, the leaves. I'm not sure what this is over here, but I don't care.
It's cool though.
Oh, I know what this is. This is where I laid the half a stencil down.
Here, move it down a little bit, Colleen.
Yeah, so I did the half a stencil, so that's the line of the stencil.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay, I'm liking it. I'm gonna try to zoom in so you can see all the nooks and crannies to appreciate the.
Oh my God! Did you do the Kathy Arbor girl yet?
No, I gotta do the leaf girl because
that would be good. I wonder if you could use that for the background of your leaf girl.
For her face.
Yep.
She blobbed paint all over the face. I was like, ooh, what is she doing?
I wonder if you could use that as the background for the leaf girl. Do the leaves on top of it? That's really pretty.
It is really pretty. It's like there's, it's really the inks. I would say the inks make it really wet, but it also adds a lot of weird interest to it. I don't even know if these are acrylic. I don't even know.
Which ones do you have left to do, Debbie?
Ink pads, cartridges. These are for ink. These are for cartridges, which I don't know.
Who makes those?
I don't even own the cartridges. Ancient Page.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
Mandarin, good colors.
Oh, wait a minute. This is waterproof. Now I got to zoom into the camera. Let it be my eyes. Waterproof dye ink.
Oh, good.
Well, that's it. I didn't. How about that? That one was waterproof. Okay, that's all I'm gonna get off of those without putting more paint down. But yeah, those are some crunchiness. Oh, yeah, that one. When you sit back and when you kind of look at it, okay, if you look at it in like a collage eyes, like you could go, oh, that's a building. Yeah. So it depends.
Oh, they were for ink pads, Colleen. Pam said she has her ancient page ink pads.
Oh my gosh, I don't have the ink. Yeah, I don't have the ink pads. I do not have the ink pads. I don't know if I ever, truthfully, I don't even know if I ever owned the ink pads.
You just had the ink.
I think I just got the inks because I was probably new at it and didn't know what I was doing. I was just buying shit. So
Cool.
Which wouldn't surprise me if I did that. Because I think that's when I was diving in trying card making. I think I went in trying that and I realized it's really bad at it. I was trying card making at one point, and I realized that real quick that was not my forte. Too much precise cutting and measuring, and yeah.
Okay, Pam said they work like the archival ink pads. So they're all permanent. That's looking pretty.
That's looking cool. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this out, and when I do more jelly printing, I'm just gonna keep grunging it up. This works really well. This works pretty good. So
you might have to make a new denim journal and use that for the cover.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep like layering this thing up just to see how it ends up looking eventually. Well, you got to lose, Just keep inking this baby up. And then this make it wax. This leaf make it wax job. I might be saving this baby. That's
really pretty.
I might be saving my heart copper leaves. They work like archival. That's good. All right, I'm going to get off of here and go to the vets and pick up some medicine for Smokey. And I'm going to get the Bandit, even though he's feeling not as bad, just to help him out.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for coming. Colleen, I'm glad you popped in. This was fun.
Sorry, me gloom and doom in the beginning. I just been a little bit stressed.
Oh, that's okay. No, I'm glad you're taking the dogs to the vet, though.
Yeah, get them some little Advil stuff.
Now, will you be streaming this week? Do you know, or you'll
I'll let you guys know.
Okay, sounds good. Good. This was fun. Thanks everybody for coming, and I'll be here next week.
Is she gonna go on at 1? You said earlier, Cass. See, she had a jelly plate ready. Is she going on?
Oh, I don't know. I think she was going to jelly plate. Is she going to turn on her camera?
I don't know. Did I misunderstood? Just that everybody has a place to go. Okay, she said I'm trying to figure out if I'm scrolling back through. I don't know. We'll wait for her to respond. Maybe I misread it. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Check and see. I don't know if Kathy was coming. Kathy Arbor was coming on or not. Just check your.
Yeah, I knew she was going to jelly plate. I'm not sure if she was going to go online, but Debbie will be on at 4 Eastern, 5 Central.
All right, I'll be back by then. Okay,
good. All right. Thanks, Colleen. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.